Did you know that texting as a way to communicate with your prospects and your subscribers and customers is one of the hottest, most up and coming ways to do marketing? Before I dive into texting and why it's so important, I want to ask, how well do you capture your customers' data? Because I see a lot of people that are super excited about growth on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. They get 1 million followers, but how much of that traffic do you actually own? If TikTok or Twitter or any of those social media platforms kick you off their platform or change their algorithm, you could go from having a huge audience to an audience of 0. So you need to make sure that you are capturing as much customer data as possible. And for a long time in marketing, email was the sort of top dog. And I still think it is a little bit. So capturing email addresses and building your email list is incredibly important if you want to have longevity in online marketing. However, texting is making a very big dent in email marketing. So let's talk about texting for a minute. Let's talk about the tools that you can use and how you can use it to get more customers and keep customers longer. So first, let's talk about tools. There are a lot of tools on the market. The one that we love the best is FG Funnels. And the reason is because FG Funnels is a full marketing automation software that allows you to integrate your email, your customer relationship manager, your funnel, your website, your membership, and everything. Imagine someone who logs into your membership for the first time and completes a video, and you can send them a text message asking if they have any questions. Now, yes, you could duct tape that all together with a bunch of different software, but FG Funnels integrates seamlessly with texting. So when you sign up for an FG Funnels account, you do have to go get a Twilio account. That's sort of the engine that powers texting. You hook it up to FG Funnels, and now you can text people for any reason. You can text them an invoice. If you have talked to them on the phone and they're ready to pay and get started, just on the phone say, hey, I just texted you that $500 invoice, and they can pay it right from their phone. You can text them happy birthday. It will automatically send a text. You can text them to remind them about your phone call or your Zoom call or your meeting. You can text them after they fill out forms, when they hit certain pages, when they complete certain courses. So there's a tremendous amount of transactional communication you can do with texting. Younger generations are using texting more than email. In fact, it would be hard pressed that if any of your customers have been born after 1998, 1999, they're using texting more than they are email. There are a few other tools out there that are cool that I do want to mention. One of the tools that a lot of people use for texting is called Community. Now, I'm going to give you a big disclaimer. Community is $97 a month, I believe, for the starter package, which is the same price as FG Funnels for everything. And if you haven't checked out the full video on FG Funnels, you should go check it out. It's on our channel and it says everything that FG Funnels can do. But let's just, for the sake of argument, say you're interested in Community. Here's why it's cool. You can text people from all over the world. Here's why it's not cool. It's just another platform that takes the information and doesn't actually give you what you want. So you do not get the phone number of your customer when you sign up for Community. They sign up for Community, and then all of a sudden Community acts as the middleman so that you can text them. But if for any reason you want to stop paying $97 a month or you want to move to a different platform, you do not actually have any of the phone numbers to take with them. So be sure when you're picking out a texting tool that you're picking out one that actually gives you the phone number. Now, the next way that texting is really cool is with those web chat widgets. Have you ever been on a site where you're looking at something and you have some questions? You don't want to get on the phone, but there's like a little widget that pops up that says, hey, do you have a question? Well, a web chat tool that's connected to text is especially handy because I can put in my phone number, I can send a message, and then when that person gets back to me, they're going to text me. So I don't have to stay and hang out on that site and wait for that little chat widget. I can't tell you how many times I've been on support and I've waited and then I get tired and I go make myself a sandwich and then I come back and I've missed it. But if it's on my phone and I'm being texted, I'm 100% going to see that message and be able to keep that conversation going. Another way that texting works really well is people are actually charging for texting services. So imagine this is an example of someone who runs in the Disney World market and she wants to text somebody a new tip or a new hack or a new product feature every single day. So they sign up for her texting service at $5 or $7 a month, and then she automates all those texts. There's another person who does this. His name is the Angry Therapist. And so they're actually using texting as a offer. This is something that you can actually sell and monetize in its own right. Now, here are a few tips for best practices with texting. Number one, make sure that the tool you're using to collect the phone number has the rules and regulations that are in accordance with the FCC, because it is a highly regulated industry. So FG Funnels will give you all that verbiage and lingo in that checkbox to make sure that when they opt in with their phone number, they are giving you consent. Number two, you want to make sure it's very clear how you're going to use the phone number. So let's say you have a webinar presentation and you have a phone number on there. When you put the phone number in, you can say, we will text you reminders about the webinar, and then they know they're going to get reminders a day, an hour before, 5 minutes after it starts, etc., etc. So be very, very clear. The third thing is, think about the texts that you like to receive. Nobody likes to never hear from anybody and then all of a sudden get a promo text. You much rather would like to get texts that are valuable to you. So if you were going to start with text marketing, the encouragement I would give you is to actually send out with regular consistency texts that have value. So let's say you're in the weight loss industry. Maybe you send out a text every Monday that gives an important weight loss tip. Then if you do have something to promote, it's not going to come out of left field. You're going to build up all this rapport, and then when you do actually have something to promote, they're going to be much more amenable to it. If you are not texting yet in 2022, I don't know what you're waiting for. It is a fantastic way for people to know about you, learn about you, pay for services and products, and get important information. It's a great way for your customers to contact you. It also has a much higher deliverability and read rate than any kind of email. I mean, you know how many emails everyone gets. It's much more likely people are going to open their texts than they are open their emails, not to mention the fact that a lot of people still have their notifications turned on their phone. So I hope I've made a solid argument for why you want to start text-based marketing in 2022. As always, if you like this channel, please like and subscribe, and be sure to check out the Everything That FG Funnels video explains, because it does include texting. Talk to you soon.